So this is easily my craziest Mermail variant that I've ever played. This is actually Mermail Crusadia Danger Guard Dragon, if you want to be super technical. It's pretty much just Mermail Crusadia. I took this to my locals the other day. I ended up going 4-1 and getting top 8 and losing in top 8, which was better than I thought. This deck's really weird. So basically the premise of this deck is, first off, you don't know me. I just play any Mermail variant that I think could be decent. This is a going second deck that just spams out monsters. That's it. Like, that's all you do. Just spam monsters. Crusadia's help do that. Dangerous help do that. The Mermails also help do that. Mermail is a deck that inherently, like, just by design, if you read the cards, it's definitely a going second OTK deck, right? Also, I got a new webcam. Old one broke, so we're kind of back now, even though it's been like a month since the last uploaded. That happens a lot, right? Where I just disappear for a month or so. Anyway, on to the deck. So, first off, we have the triple Abyss Megalo. Playing 1 super, 2 secrets because I'm a scrub, but fortunately I don't have 3 secrets. But yeah, this card's great. Helps you OTK. I'm not playing the Abyss Speller Traps, playing Sekka's. I did miss it a little bit, but Sekka's is a pot of greed, so I can't be too upset. But I really like this card. It's Megalo. Not really much else to say. Might cut it down to 2 because I want to play a more... I'm going to fix this deck and play a more Crusadia-focused variant, cut out the danger, stuff like that. But I'll talk about that more later. And I might have to cut like a third Megalo. But it was nice to have an extra water. I feel like there were some hands where I want to have an extra water for discarding, and the third Megalo was pretty much the extra water that I decided to play. Then we have 3 Abystius, the best one. Love this card. The cards that it searches, discard 1, search for one of these 3. I'm playing Pike in this build. Typically, I just play Gund and Mander. Gun's arguably the best arbitrarily because it gets 1 back from grave when discarded. Mander helps go to VFD, of course, if you don't know that. So Abyss Pike, you discard 1, search for level 3. In this deck, it has more utility because you can get Crusadia Auroria, which is, a very good card in this deck. It's not the best starter card, but it's another starter card. I just liked it. It didn't come up too much, but it was nice to have that extra Merle. Also, it's level 4. With this deck, I really wanted to focus on Dweller a bit more because Dweller is just really good this format. So, yeah, that is the... I think that's it for the Mermail account. Yeah, that's it for the Mermail account. On to the Atlanteans now. So we have the 3 Neptupus and the 1 Diva, of course. The best card in the deck. Not much else to say here. I played 1 Marksman, 2 Infantry. I put Marksman back in. I was going back and forth between like maybe a 3rd Marksman or a 3rd Infantry or a 2nd a Marksman. And I decided to play Marksman because back row's like, a problem. So I just wanted to try it out. It worked. I used it a few times to pop back row, pop set monsters. I liked it a lot. Helps OTK a little bit easier because, you can hit like a set back row. I don't really need to explain that. Triple Dragoons, Searches everything. Pretty good. 1 Lapis Dragon. So I played Lapis Dragon. In some variants, Lapis Dragon is amazing. In some variants like this one, it's kind of like meh. It's not terrible because you can do some cute things. Like you can special summon it to the zone the Crusadia points to if you draw into it or search it. But usually by then you're going to search other things. It's not as good in this variant, but there are some situations where you just need to have that extra body from like Neptubus for free essentially. And it's nice. You could also play the Mermail level 3. I believe it's called Abyss Dine, where it specials when it's added to hand you control a Mermail. So you can special Teus, add that, and then special it. So it acts similar to Lapis Dragon in that sense. They're both good, but I just felt like with Teus, I pretty much always want to search Gund off Teus, right? So it was just nice to have. It didn't come out too much in this variant, but I don't think I would cut it. 1 Mulan, I love this card. It helps you make plays going first, which is good, because you want to go second. I don't know if I said that. It's going second OTK variant, pretty much. And I like it a lot. Free body on board. You can trigger Crusadia, Magia yourself a bit, which I did. So that's fun. Double Gamma Seal. I love this card. It's a water, so it doesn't really hurt the deck too much. You can just discard it. You go second. You want to Kaiju their stuff. Kaiju their Thunder Dragons. I'm not playing Equal-Max. I really want to play Equal-Max. I think once I play a more Crusadia focused one, I will play Equal-Max because you can tribute their thing, put it in above the extra monster zone, summon Equal-Max pointing to it, and then just do so much damage. Equal-Max also can be like kind of like a negate in a way. Well, it is a negate, just not a very powerful negate. It's still a good card. This with Equal-Max is great. I wouldn't cut these. I would consider playing a 3rd. I just didn't actually have a 3rd. So, yeah. And then 2 Ash Blossom. Ash was pretty good. Or Ash is pretty good. I only drew it like once in the whole tournament. Against a Thunder Dragon player, I Ashed them, and then they just passed. So that was kind of good. And, yeah. I mean... Ash, there you go. Also sniped their dangers, which helped, but that's besides the point. And then I have, speaking of dangers, we'll go for the dangers first. So I have 1 Ogopogo, 1 Tsuchinoko, 1 Dogman, 1 Nessie, and 1 Chupacabra. So this would be 2 Nessie and 2 Snake. I just didn't have them. Dogman actually came up once by lowering the attack, funny enough. So that was funny. And Chupacabra came up being a level 4. So, yeah, the reason behind the Dangers is because Dangers just interact kind of nicely with Crusadias because they're just a free special summon. And they can also help you get into Link monsters without normal summoning, which is good. But, like, I just feel like I would be better off cutting these and playing a heavier Crusadia account. I'll show the Crusadias in a second. And then playing things like the Water Tenny to just get a free special summon to start my combos, stuff like that. Also helps me going first. And again, helps get into Dweller, which is, a great card this format. Ogopogo's cute, though. If I were to keep one Dangerous deck, it might be Ogopogo, because you can search it with Dragoons, and it's a Sea Serpent. Kind of funny. You can also use it, or Nessie, Nessie, this one's Nessie, to go into the Mermail Link, because the Mermail Link requires an Aqua, Sea Serpent, or Fish, and, you got an Aqua and a Sea Serpent, or Sea Serpent, no. This is Aqua, this is Sea Serpent. So yeah, they're not terrible, they're definitely good, but I definitely want to try a more Crusadia-focused one whenever I go back to my locals, which won't be for a while, because I play Pokemon TCG now. And there's a few tournaments I want to go to over the next couple of weeks. So the next time you see an update of this deck might be like, end of December. But it just be like that sometimes. And then on to the Crusadias. So we got them a little out of order by accident. We got the 2 Arborea, because it's the water. It's really good. 2 Reclusia, the 1 Maximus, and the 1 Draco. So a mistake that I made was not playing multiple Dracos. There were a few times where I couldn't Guard Dragon combo because I didn't have a second Draco. Because I opened with it or whatever. And, the Guard Dragon combo in this variant, like, I tried to play a variant of this deck a few months ago. I don't think I ever posted anything about it. But basically, before Agripane got banned, I wanted Mermails to go first and have an option to Guard Dragon combo, which, like, you could have done, but it was rather forced and clunky. But now, since when you Guard Dragon combo, you don't really need as many resources, you just need bodies on board. You pretty much just Guard Dragon combo to get bodies on board and damage. That's it. And Draco helps do that. Draco helps get your stuff back from the grave, too. Arborea is a water. You can search off Abyss Pike, which is really nice. Also a tuner, so I'm considering playing, like, FA Dawn Dragster, especially if I play a more Crusadia-focused variant. That'd be really easy to summon. Or maybe even it's from Dark Neostorm. It's, like, the level 7 whale that gets a fish back from grave. I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called. White Aura something? White, I don't know. Reclusia is good going second, so you can pop cards, obviously. Maximus is just here because it's a level 4 that's a different name. In hindsight, it's probably been a better idea to just play 2 Dracos. I just wanted different names for Saryuja and Nightmares. But really, Maximus is just a level 4. That's it. Good card, because it helped me get into Abyss Dweller, which again was kind of a pretty big focus of the deck. And yeah, I definitely like the Crusadias more than the Dangers. And I'm going to cut the Dangers after recording this video probably, and put in a heavier Crusadia lineup. And I'm going to fix the extra deck. The extra deck's really tight. We'll get to that in a second. The 1 red MD for the Guard Dragon combo. Honestly, just a beat stick. You can go into Saryuja and this under it. And that's 6,100 damage combined because this gains attack from Saryuja. And then that just really helps you get OTK. It's really easy. That's the Guard Dragon combo basically in this deck. And then triple Sekkas. So I'm going second. I'm still playing Sekkas. I just kind of realized, like, I was playing things like Mind Control, Instant Fusion, with the Millennium or Thousand Eyes Restrict and the level 4 Water Fusion just to go into the Abyss Dweller a bit easier. But I kind of realized, like, Sekkas Light's just really good, and I haven't played Sekkas in Mermail in so long. I think last time I played Sekkas, like, was before Summon Sword got banned in this deck, when this deck was pretty much just pure combo go first. Now it's, more, I guess you can argue the deck is quote-unquote better now than it was, say, like a year ago when it was just Linksman, because now you have so many different variants you can play that are pretty good. You can go second, you can go first, you can OTK, you can be a combo deck, you can do a lot of things. And I just forgot to play Sekkas Light. Also, in theory, like, if I open with Sekkas Light, and I'm going to activate it first thing almost all the time, right? And if they have an Ash, they're going to Ash this. Like, why would you not Ash what is essentially a Pot of Greed? So that's pretty much the mentality behind that. That way your Diva doesn't get ashed, or your Magus doesn't get ashed, or anything like that. Sure, you get impermanent still, but I don't know. I liked it. I didn't really miss Call by the Grave, but I did miss the Abyss Speller and Trap. So, I don't know. Maybe Sekkas might get cut. But the thing is, if I cut Sekkas, what else do I play? Like, I'm not going to cut Sekkas for, like, 1 Abyss Speller Trap. I'd rather have the 3 Sekkas and the 1 Abyss Speller and Trap. The space is a bit tight. Maybe we'll go over 40 cards. I don't know. I want to test some variants out and see where we go. So onto the extra deck, onto the pretty obvious stuff first. Mermail Link. Now playing Starboy, I just don't have room. Abyss Alcia was just kind of better, to be honest, than Starboy right now. This going first, you can essentially have Imagery in hand and have essentially a Ghost Ogre with a Search, which is really nice. I like this card a lot. Helps you. Like, the thing is, like, this card doesn't help you combo, but you end on this with an Imagery in hand, and it's a combo piece. Not really combo. It's an end piece, if that makes any sense. It's just a good card. There we go. Abyss Gyres, I love this thing. Such a good card. Still powerful to this day after like 7 years after its release. Calamities. This just gives you a going first option with Abyss Mander. I would honestly consider cutting it though, because I was watching some Crusadia variants, some Crusadia builds on YouTube and stuff like that, seeing what combos they go for. And like I guess like Crusadia going first can still make combos, while True King of all Calamities is a great card. Don't get me wrong, I love this card, but it doesn't really help with the Crusadia part. I don't know. I'll do some testing and we'll see. It seems kind of blasphemy to cut this card when I can make it so easily. So we'll see. Phoenix, Borreload, Unicorn. I love Unicorn. Great card. It gets me out of so many situations. I love this card. And then onto the other stuff. Saryuja for the Guard Dragon stuff. Red Eyes Flare Metal. The only thing I never summoned in the extra deck, I believe, is Red Eyes Flare Metal. Really good card. Helps you win games. Might cut it though, because I never summoned it. Like whenever I play this card, like it's so good in theory, but I just never go to it. Like it helps you in time, sure, that's great, but like I just never go to it. I don't know. Dweller, best card, honestly. Generic Link 2 in Lambda, because you kind of needed to play a generic Link 2. This could be IP. IP is definitely better. I honestly might play. I don't have IP. I might play Lymphalinkus because I was playing against a Dino player and she kept giving me tokens because of the field spell, whatever. So whenever she would give me tokens, I like couldn't go into this because Lambda can't use tokens. I would consider playing Link Spider though, because Link Spider 2, if you get Nibiru, you can just use the token and go into Link Spider. And if I play a heavier Crusadia account, I can just steal Crusadia stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. I feel like Crusadia, there's a lot more to explore with Crusadias. I just love Crusadias, if you couldn't tell. I think Crusadias are sick. Then we got Spatha and the Magius. Magius is so good. I love Magius. Whenever I like first read this card, I'm like, and for the Crusadias, I'm like, Crusadias are great. They may not be tier 1, but they'll be pretty decent for a while. They were played in Thunder for a while, I guess. So anyway, so Magus is great. Get your searches, whatever, easy to summon. Spatha lets you Guard Dragon combo as a Link 2 without having to rely on Triple Burst, which I like a lot. Yeah, Spatha, move stuff over, or Spatha, summon Draco under it, go to LP, move LP, guard. It's great. Get Saryuja. And then onto the Guard Dragons, I guess. LP and Pitsy, helps you get monsters on board, helps you go into Saryuja. Then I'm playing one Hieratic Seal. So I'm really only playing this because it's a Dragon Link 2. That's pretty much it. In testing, I was playing a testing against a friend, and I don't remember exactly how. I opened Busted, right? And I was able to end on this with Calamities and... Or not, maybe no. I think it was the rank 7. I think it was the Mermail, not Calamities. And Abyss Dweller, which was like insane. But that's not very consistent. It's really here just so you can link away Pitsy and LP and link climb even more. I would consider playing Romulus over this just because Romulus has more attack. And there are situations where you just need to link away your LP or Pitsy so you can summon other stuff that aren't dragons and just leave this there. And I'd rather leave a 1200 body than a 0 body, I guess. Either way, though, it's fine. Just generic Dragon Link 2. I never use its bounce effects. Generic Dragon Link 2. That's all it was. So that's the deck. I liked it a lot. In terms of my matchups, I played... What did I play? I lost to the Dino player. She beat me in the first round. Then I beat everyone after that, except for top 8. I played Orcust. I played Firefist, which was really cool. I played Salamangreat. And I... Wait, Firefist, Orcust, Salamangreat, and Thunder Dragon. And then top 8, I lost to Orcust. And, like, it was fun. Like, I don't know. Like, I definitely want to build on this more. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. Because I don't know, I just think the Crusadia engine is just amazing, and I feel like there's so many decks that can abuse it. And even just pure, I might even just play pure Crusadia, pure Crusadia, because I love Crusadias that much. Either way, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down what you think of the deck, any improvements, what you would play with Crusadias, if you just play Dangers instead. Leave what you think. Gonna play this deck Gonna play this deck with more Crusadias next time I go to locals in like a month. I can't speak. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and bye bye.